afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda, Hero of Strike, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to 1 vs 1 on Simoski Winter. Between the south, we got here Stuve fighting for America, freedom, and democracy. For the 1st Armored Division versus the north, we got here Fortune fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, glory. Taking on the role here with the Panzer Division. We're looking at Lightning War, Defensive Doctrine, and Elite Troops with Double Infantry, 1 Pioneer Bulletin, and Airborne. Armor Company and Tactical Support with Double Infantry and a single Pathfinder Bulletin. So this could be briefly or somewhat interesting, at least doctrinally. And Double Grenadiers versus Double Riflemen, thusly both players, in a sense, sort of going for the same start, though obviously in that regard, Stuve will have a bit of an advantage, sort of just more qualitatively, since the Riflemen just start performing the Grenadiers in most cases. Though obviously Fortune's Grenadiers are slightly cheaper, and in a sense, he can in longer term get up more faster than Stuve, though even there, again, initially Stuve will have just the advantage, since he doesn't have to build the Infanterie Company. Heading west, heading south towards there. Grenadiers marching out. But I've been going for the few upon their reactions moving up west. And we got a second rifle squad which also seems to be heading more towards the centre of the map there. Grenadiers quickly occupying and then unoccupying houses. And Grenadiers probably going to follow up and connect the cut-off point there. So for Fortune focusing more on the centre of the map rather than, say, resources. And within 2 minutes we get the first engagement of the episode here that won't only lasted seconds before they both basically parted. West Grenadiers might go straight for the cut-off point. Heading eastwards, though, of course, note, in this case, he doesn't have this one connected, so it's going to be less efficient there for Stuve. Fortune could pressure here, but seems like not to. Instead, we got a mortar moving up there for Stuve. The M1 81mm mortar. 81mm of glory. Democracy and freedom. Really? Yeah, alright, maybe not glory, but the other two things, definitely, Carl. Definitely. 4th Grenadiers go on the way there for Fortune. Grenadiers shifting back from the outhouse, or the outskirts house there towards the church. Both viewpoints are now been secured by Stuve, though, of course, only one of them has actually been connected, which is less efficient for Fortune, for certain. Since it does mean Stuve will have a resource advantage over Fortune, which is not exactly something any Wehrmacht player should aim for. He's going here for the 4 Grenadier build. Thusly have an infantry advantage over Stuve, who's on the hand going to have a mortar over Fortune, so that's quickly going to I think, equalise in favour of Stuve, unless Fortune plays his Grenadiers like some kind of infantry genius. Right here, they're holding up it here again. Neither player seems particularly keen on sort of really engaging the other one, sort of heavy fighting here. Neither player seems really committed to it. In particular, Fortune can't really last, but again, the Grenadiers is on such a lower health condition, numbers condition more specifically. And again, in sort of prolonged fighting, it's not necessarily going to be to their advantage, unless they sort of have some kind of support or local superiority, which it's certainly not happening right now, particularly not with the mortars nearby. Got Grenadiers flanking up. Nice flank power there by Fortune. Taking a nice longer path here. In fact, that seems to be sort of one of the reasons why many players don't want to flank, but it takes long. I mean, really, that's the point. Is that you slap them and God damn it, it's a war zone. Not a jogging trip, you idiot. Slap. The good old proper, pattern talking to. Or for that matter, just how any Wehrmacht officer would have done it, Shut up and get flanking, you pillock. But enough about that. But yeah, seriously, I have heard people basically say they don't want to flank because it takes too long. Oh, you poor little dears. But enough about that. I mean, really, though, it really just sort of just triggers some deep internal drill sergeant within me. But we got 4 Grenadiers. 1 mortar as well there for Fortune, so he's going pretty heavy there with the tier 1, which is always something of a risk versus the Americans with their current Stuart, which is sort of the one thing that can really end up punishing you. And briefly looked like he had a Grenadiers go up there early soon, but it looks... Thankfully, it was just Riflemen dying, Just Americans bleeding out. With Grenadiers here pushing it's the re-echelons. Rifle grenades off as well. Pioneers coming in the retreat path, though. I don't think they can have much of an impact there versus Stuve's re-echelons. But we've got a lot of mortar fires, so now flying across here the centre of the map there. We got their pioneers being hunting down the rear echelons back here. Do we have any tech up for Fortune? We do. As for Stuve, we do have the captain there on the way to deliver freedom and democracy. Rather than going straight for the mortar crew there, the Granat in the effort team, and there go lands a good hit there, blowing Billy Joe to bits. Ravnet versus Grenadiers overall. Oh, Ravnet against the mortar, and oh, devastating hit there. Could he get a wipe there? Could he get a wipe? That would be huge here for Fortune. A huge crashing blow to Stuve in the early game, and now it looks like they'll make it away there. Oh dear, no, they didn't. They didn't. Well, Carl made it, but Joe didn't, and Joe was the one carrying the mortar. So there you go. All of a sudden, Fortune now has 2 mortars. 2 light artillery pieces with which to support the front line troops of the Panzerdivision against civil armies. We got more Riflemen away there for Stuve. We got tactical support here. Probably doesn't want to spend too many resources then on sort of upgrades. Instead, he's just going to go straight for the Browning light machine gun. The rounds here being built in game. Well, basically an attempt sort of to copy the MG34 and MG42 sort of light machine guns with the whole pistol handle, sort of making it a bit more easy to overall use against the Germans. Little fun fact there. So for Grenadiers, we've got tech up there for Fortune, like to mechanized company, Grenadiers reinforcing, mortars and other equipment being hauled back to the base. So no machine guns, but now Fortune is enjoying a definite artillery advantage. I mean, he's got a small mortar battery there, essentially, which he can use to make Stuve's infantry stay quite terrible. Particularly the American mortar is going to be quite the regret there for Stuve, since, of course, currently it's a lot better. Of course, with a balanced patch we hit some point late March, that's obviously no longer going to be the case. Thank the heavens. Got Medic Bunker on the way there. We got the Stuve on the way there for Stuve, and that's going to be, you know, one of Fortune's bigger hurdles. At least now that he's gotten rid of the opponent's mortar and secured it for the fatherland. I mean, the only real threat here is going to be the Stuve, and of course, any sort of well-executed infantry pushes from Stuve. So, 2 mortars, quite a headache there for Stuve. And it is, they need to retreat. Got 2-2 on the way there, but obviously that's not going to quite be able to directly challenge the Stuve. I mean, it could maybe slow it down, delay it, cause it to play slightly more cautiously, but it's not exactly something that's going to, you know, really stop the Stuve. I mean, no Stuart light tank crew is going to go, my God, it's a 2-2-2. Oh, what? A 2-2-2. My God, we got to get out of here before it's too late. You know, that's not really sort of any sequence of events that's really going to happen with any Stuart on sighting a 2-2-2. Grenadiers here taking losses from the captain on the right. We got Grenadiers pushing westwards to defend the fuel point for the fatherland. 2-2 rolling in here. Stuart is down there. He could in theory try to rush it out here with his captain. But the captain was obviously at the front line, though the captain is also now getting a bazooka. Rather than flanking the Grenadiers, we've got the 2-2 opening up with the captain. Stuart rolling ahead here with its 37mm gun. It's tiny treads. We got double mortars there firing away. Stuart engaging now. Need to retreat those Grenadiers. A few hits on them. Stuart actually taking out 1/4 of its health, which is not too surprising. I mean, in reality, I mean, most tanks were not that heavily armored on top, and even mortar rounds could actually do quite a bit of damage, particularly on the lighter ones, if they actually sort of managed to hit it. It was only sort of really later on, you know, they attempted to make, you know, stuff that was less vulnerable to artillery attacks head on. For example, the King Tiger could survive even the most heavy of artillery hits, though of course it would be a pretty unpleasant trip. But at the same time, you know, lucky mortar shot could still disable one. There was one doing the fighting in Arnhem that was knocked out because a mortar hit one of its radiator vents. That's an example. So, I mean, they are still to an extent vulnerable, and a Stuart light tank would certainly have been vulnerable to light artillery even. That's a little fun detail there. We got the 2 here going up, engaging right from there, pushing towards these here, trying to connect and control. I mean, overall, Fortune, well, again, having a lot of infantry and mortars, hasn't been able to fully capitalised again. The usual lack there of command bunker half-track here for, you know, for full Grenadier push, rather is, you know, limiting how much map control he can exert, since he doesn't have any machine guns to help hold the territory, or anything like that. And the mortars, while certainly doing a bit of damage, aren't, again, totally helping out at the moment. Got a bit of fallback here. He should overall, I think, continue trying to not burst through here, but instead try to push through here, securing the fuel point and everything else in the process, then pushing into the village from that angle. Grenadiers hitting fire for the Stuart, 4 kills. Mortars firing away. Grenadiers there getting murdered. In a pretty bad position there for them to get murdered in the first place. But really, Fortune seems absolutely intent here just to bash his way here through Stuve's front line. Again, no attempt at maneuvering, no tactical finesse, it's just raw power. But there you go. Pack 40 gets hit in the Stuart, forcing away mortar rounds landing there amongst some of the American riflemen, forcing them to fall back before they get completely sundered. So we got nothing further here for Fortune. He's in a very bad position. Stuve, on the other hand, is in line with the position to actually rush ahead for armor. And Fortune's only got a single pack 40, and I suppose the double mortars. I mean, Stuve's infantry has suffered quite gravely, so in theory, if he can sort of quickly push through here, he could gain a lot on the map there. Because right now, Stuve is in no real condition track to hold all of that map. We'll have to see, though, his Fortune is kind of realizing, again, that he's actually given Stuve quite a bloody nose. But there you go. We got Browning light machine guns going up there for their men. I think he even upgraded the captain with one. That's definitely going to be nasty, as most, you know, people don't actually expect the captain to be wielding a light machine gun as well. Yep, the captain has been equipped with a Browning light machine gun as well. So that's going to be a lot of light machine gun fire there spread out across numerous infantry teams there, and that's going to be quite a headache there for Fortune then if he sets it up correctly, because again, he can coordinate a lot of fire then on Fortune's men. Got moving there towards west, going to need a bit split up, but hopefully no immediate resistance there from Stuve. Stuart there, good to go again, fixed up. Grenadiers on the fire there from the Stuart, shot fired, 2-2 rolling hit, got Pioneers, Grenadiers moving eastwards as well. Need to be careful to spread out too thin yet again, that does leave him vulnerable to a well-placed counterattack from Stuve, at least when he doesn't have any machine guns. In fact, he's going for double packs here. Obviously, he's worried about Stuve bringing up armor, and obviously Stuve can definitely bring out armor faster than Fortune, so it does make sense, but a heavy machine gun team would also make sense here for Fortune. And the Panzer. Got troops engaged by light machine guns there. 10 mines laid down, though. Interesting position, though. And up here in the west, Stuart then engaging Grenadiers. Desperately clinging to cover that has long since ceased to be. And what the devil? He's going for a Scott. Stuve is not going for a Sherman tank. He's right now going for the M8 Scott. That's an interesting choice there. I mean, obviously he's got a bit of a lead there, and obviously most opponents got most of the infantry, and the Scott on that regard can be quite helpful. It's just most players in this stage would have gone for the Sherman, not the Scott. We'll have to see how this works out, though. I mean, it's... Oh, wait, he cancels. He cancels just in the nick of time, realizing, ah, crap. I wanted the Sherman, not the other thing, the Scott. Scott? Yeah, it's the Scott. Ah, Scott.
Infantry can march double time at your command.
So his moments went up from the Sherman tank. He's actually got a lot of manpower floating in that regard. Of course, Stuve could easily benefit from fuel caches. I mean, just put one down here. Maybe when they could actually build up a sizable fuel advantage over Fortune. Fortune, on the hand, would also benefit from maybe a fuel cache himself to sort of try and, you know, catch up and minimize any fuel advantage Stuve might actually get. Stuart engaging the Grenadiers, opening up with its 30mm gun. Fortune is still quite contained. The Stuart is being quite the thorn in Fortune's side. He's going for a third mortar. He's going for a third mortar. He already has two, and he's going for a third one. That is quite radical. I mean, in theory, I can see why. I guess it's just... He's already got two, and he's going for a third one. That seems extreme. Especially considering it is 6 command points of population. Meaning that is about 18 populations just being expended on mortars now. That's a tank. I do feel that's a bit much there for Fortune. We'll of course have to see how it works out. I mean... Maybe it works out for him, maybe he gets punished, maybe he gets, you know, exiled into the wastelands. Troops in reinforcing, mortify continuing all across the place, can lead to the eastern missions. So triple mortars, double packs, a lot of grenadiers, some with G43s, and we finally got a Sherman away there for Stuve. It took him long enough to bring out some armour. And he had the manpower, and certainly had the fuel there, so not entirely sure what happened there with Stuve, but that was definitely a rather late tank there, for seeing how soon he could get it out. Especially if he actually then used the captain to rush out the Stuve. I mean, he could easily get it out like 3 minutes ago, and that would have been a huge difference there versus Fortune, who's of course now getting ever closer. Try to bring out a medium tank of his own, aiming for a Tiger tank. Oh, almost got the Stuart there with a pack mortar combo. Almost, but not quite. Not quite there at all. But Fortune still heavily contained here by Stuve. Needs to break out. He needs to break free. I want to break free. Shut up, Helmut, I'll hit you. Rather than shouting straight into the Grenadiers. Up close with a light machine gun. If the Grenadiers had a G43 and light machine gun, oh, never mind. Mortar to the rescue. Like 40 hang about, the mortar firing down again. He's got a lot of mortars. He's got a lot of mortars. That one I think needs to be closer to the front line. That one needs to be a bit closer to the front line so he can get better coverage versus Stuve, who's still floating a lot of manpower. Again, he really should consider some fuel caches, or considering he's in the current situation he is. A half-track would also be a pretty good choice with land reinforcement, being much harder to remove through slow attrition from Fortune. So that is an option there for Stuve to consider. Going for the northern points again. A bit of light here. Needs to move up some support ones again a bit closer. Need to make, I think, a sort of real more coordinated push with a bit more efficiency behind it. Grenadiers enter a house only to get a nice surprise. There were Stuarts on one side and riflemen with light machine guns in the other. Further pressure in here. We got mortified. There you go. Wipes the captain. Completely slaughters the poor devil. Replacement captain all over there for Stuve and the 1st Armoured Division in the south. Riflemen creeping ahead with the Major in tow and the Stuart hanging back in reserve.
We double your efforts. We are down to 200 points.
2-2 rolling back. Vetri 2 going for the centre victory point here. Grenadiers could hit the western fuel point and then regain that for the fatherland. Captain almost down there for Stuve. And there you go. Sherman strikes straight into the Pack 40. Gets it in the 2-2-2. And Benton's one there for the Panzerabwehr on 40. We got the centre victory point secured. Slowly grabbing the norm. We got Rapner nearby though with light machine guns. It looks like they are able to pull out there out of effective range.
We're losing a capture point.
At this point, Stuart might be tempted to go for Calliope, considering overall he does have a lot of support units which are rather close to each other. A Calliope could be a pretty good choice here for Stuart, though of course he could also just go for a pack howitzer at this point and go for that, and I think a well-aimed pack howitzer could also do a lot of damage there too. Fortune, in fact, the pack 40, or the pack howitzer seems to have been, again, forgotten in the light of the use of mortar. I'm seeing more players actually making use of it, and some players, in fact, making devastatingly good use of it, as the pack howitzer is still really, really good. But I imagine once the patch hits, there'll be a lot more pack howitzer users back in action. Bit of fighting in the south. We got more Grenadiers with G43s. And Fortune very much seems to be aiming here for the Tiger tank, which is a bit of a shame there. Building munitions caches when he could be building fuel caches. And that could definitely give an edge there to stupid long term with resources. Since Stu will overall have, better logistics, always at head there with more structures available to him, plus of course bigger map control. So, I mean, Fortune really needs to make the most out of that Tiger once he can finally get it. Otherwise, they could very well end up being GG there unless Stuve does something frightfully stupid. Captain Nevis' Grenadiers, also light machine gun on those chaps. Taking into the Grenadiers, we've got the Shen moving up, we need to be careful around the centre as well. We do have more pads up, they're canoning. And there we go, he's going for the Scot this time around, he's going for it again. Will he finish it this time, or shall it be like last? He cancels it and forgets to get has the fuel tank to do something with it, and then finally goes for his German. So a bit of quiet there. First Scot, they're almost done for Stuve. Almost, but not quite. German being fixed up here. Stuve, by the way, could consider some finding positions here and there to defend some of the more extreme points on the map. Make it a bit harder for Fortune to harass. For example, the fuel points could be, I think, some good targets for finding positions. I mean, imagine one around here and one around here-ish, I guess. Of course, we could also try perhaps one about here. They could actually carve through that area, though. Either way, the problem is in this part of the map here, they're going to be harder to cover up properly because they're going to be easier to flank due to the nature of that half of the map. But I think up here could have a much greater success actually setting one up there, but oh well. And he's pushing forward here, overall just head on pushing there for Fortune. He's got 3 mortars but has yet to lay down a single smoke screen, despite again having the potential of laying down one hell of a smoke screen versus Stuve. Unit suffered there a wipe. Looks like some Grenadiers who paid the ultimate price for Germany. For Fortune's ego. Well, not really, but there you go. Scott finally arriving on the field here, firing with getting kills, but there you go, straight to the back 40. Definitely bad news for the Scott crew. To engaging a bit, but close there with the Stuve, but he does make it out of there safely, though not fully sound. Finding around the northern fuel plant, and this one's more repulsed. He's again trying to push hard through here, when again he could just be trying to put more effort through here and again secure the fuel plant and then push into the village. Mortars at least have been moved closer to the front line, so that way better support Fortune's front line efforts against Stuve and the 1st Armoured. Sherman rolling straight from there, go double packs. He could. Oh, we got the Stuve flanking the pack 40. Good chance of them actually surviving. Maybe. Oh, close. Got the pack 40. Quite lost. Unfortunately, could also lose the mortar crew here. Two rolling in. Pack 40 trying to deal with the Stuart here. Almost got the mortar there. Grenadiers troops pushing through the centre. If he only had a force to flank with through here, Scott support from that angle. Might be able to get it, but the Stuart there. It's going to lose it. It's going to lose it. Main gun is out wrapping up there, but they don't have the weapons to deal with a 2-2, and it leaves it riddled with holes, causing it to burst into flames, like the American economy at the Wall Street market crash.
Tank support is here.
We got relief infantry for Fortune, and we got a Calliope for Stuve. More artillery support. As Fortune is drawing in more inexpensive troops to man the front line. Possibly in this case from its Ersatzkompanie or Abteilung. Overall, a fun thing about most German panzer divisions and other divisions was they had what was known as a training and replacement battalion, which was basically sort of the last step for a recruit to go for, usually before being sent to the front line, to the forward companies. They basically, in those battalions, receive a bit of extra training and sort of experience from people who actually fought at the front line, and that way, help them further acclimatise, make sure they didn't just get themselves immediately killed. It was one of the things that allowed the Germans, to keep their sort of more experienced divisions still more experienced, because again they could just still process the recruits a bit better and keep them a bit more up to standard. So that's a little sort of fun fact there about the German army, which tends not to get a lot of mention, by the way, the training and replacement battalions. We got the Calliope moving up there, ready to unleash merry hell upon Fortune. Has actually called up the Tiger here, the Tiger. Grenadiers moving forward. We got one Ostrom squad out here for Fortune. Grenadiers are close to being wild out, aiming for two, blasting away there. Morton using hell, and there you go. To pop one for himself and immediately suffer from the Calliope there. Machine gun there, almost knocked out. Pack 40 barely makes it out of that one. That was really close there. That can have full wipe in the Pack 40. Multiple crew being pushed back as well. Here's a Fortune in a rather awkward position. There was a Stuve. Needs to be careful. Needs to be very dreadfully careful. Got the Tiger at the front line. He really needs to take up after this, though. He needs to be able to support the Tiger with more armour. Otherwise, Stuve just needs to bring up some anti-tank guns or Jacksons, and the Tiger's going to be out. And then Fortune won't have anything to go for except for another Tiger. at which point he's going to be in a really bad position. So the first thing to bring out some medium armor to support his Tiger, I would say the better. We got now to tank on the way there though for Stuve. The M1 50cm. Tiger gaining targets at the front and supported by the 2 Pack 40 also covering up there as well. Go, good hits. Sherman joining in, Scott covering. Almost got the 2-2. They need to cover there with the German there close to the eyes. And there you go, Tiger. Oh, almost sunk it. Stuve. Oh, he was almost close to being sunk there out on the ice. That had been quite a loss there for Stuve. Still, he's controlling the fuel point and still Fortune hasn't anything to sort of alleviate that. He's only really got the munitions cache to provide him with more munitions. I'm a bit still surprised at that one. Use of tactical movement, though interesting enough, none of his infantry really seems to be moving. Oh, there we go. Going to rush towards the east. There's a bit of reinforcement. Going to do something with the can. Tiger should move support. And there you go. Quick retreat here. Good hit from the Tiger. Annihilates several riflemen with a well-placed 88mm high explosive shell. Next shot, the lands and blows out a corner of a nearby house. Calliope ready to unleash hell once more upon Fortune's unfortunate men. And there we go. Another huge load of rockets being delivered in the general direction of Fortune, in this case around the CoH point. Wipes another support weapon and Pack 40 this time, biting the dust in the name of democracy. Stewart then repairs, Shem moving ahead. Stewart, I think, should prioritise getting out of Jackson as soon as possible. That way, deal with Fortune's Tiger. Otherwise, Fortune, of course, just needs to, well, bloody well take up. Bring out some panzers to support the heavy one. MD-34, 42 there held by Stuve seized from Fortune, getting blasted there by the Tiger. Mortar rounds also landing perilously close there. And there's a definite likelihood he's going to wipe the crew out and regain it for Germany. Now, he's not going to regain it because it's been annihilated, but I suppose the thought was there. Armor piercing rounds in there to take it should be a priority. We got air support called in the P-47 against some units. Trying to get the Pack 40 there. Grenadiers get wiped, a loss there for the Panzer there. Panzer showing got harassment through the south here. Also sneaking in. Noting by the way, Fortune is really low in victory points. He needs to put a bit more effort into here. And again, needs to be a lot less meat run. Again, if he really wants to attack head on, use all those mortars to lay down some smoke screens, Fortune. Negate any firepower. It's a priority when attacking them. Still, Tigers having impact here on Stuve in the first armoured, so that's something there. Pearson's there suffering quite a fate in the face of the Tiger. They're 40mm crewed here by some of Stuve's plucky riflemen. In the south here, we got Grenadiers versus Captain with the light machine gun, making short work of those goddamn Krauts. We got the Sherman moving in, they're close to eventually too. Still in the sound, the Jackson tank destroyer there for Stuve. He really needs aim for it. 2-2 rolling ahead. Mortar fire flying after it, and there we go, wiping out the pack crew. But M1 there taking a hit, and there we go. Calliope barracks as well here, threatening to wipe out the Ostrom. And there we go, they get annihilated. Fortune losing a lot here in a matter of moments to Stuve. And the first armour, the Panzer Division, suffering a crushing series of blow there from the Americans. So while he's still got the Tiger, that's practically all he's got left. He's still got some mortars, a bit of infantry, but doesn't have a lot. And there we go, forced retreat here. We got our people going off. He needs to use take aim as well for increased line of sight and range. He could, oh dear, the funny thing is, he'd actually gone for take aim there. I think he actually could have wiped the Tiger. Instead, he ends up losing his Sherman without getting the Tiger. So that's a small relief there for Fortune. Cuts down his opponent's arm advantage. He's still got a Scott, he's still got a Calliope, and there's a Jackson on the way there for Stuve. Mortifier though continues to certainly take control there on Stuve, and might be the one thing that's sort of really keeping the fight at the moment.
A capture point is under attack.
Troops setting out. Captain there almost being wiped out. He's down to just one man, and that's not even the captain. My name is Corporal Earl. Shut up, Earl. I'm still the captain, and you'll never be a corporal while I still live. Blech. Anyways, claiming points there. Pack 40 equipment secured here for Fortune once more. You might want to use the Ostrom for that. They are slowly arriving to the front line. Command bunkers could be an option, but then again, so could half-tracks, and obviously at the same time, with the Calliope out, he might be less inclined towards doing it, as he obviously does not present an easy target to artillery for maximum effect. But still, I think Fortune does need to put some more effort here into the western half of the map, or northern half, if you will. Just a bit more there as well against Stuve. Also, let's see hits from the Scot up close. Clark gets Panzerfausted, gains veterans who won. Wow, he just fired a single rocket from his Calliope. What a waste of a barrage. What an absolute waste of a barrage. I'm guessing that was a misclick and he just sort of tried to save it, instead of risking murdering some of his own men. And we got relief infantry again as Fortune prepares for another push here for the Panzer Division. More reserves being prepared to fill up the gaps that might be created in Fortune's order of battle as he charges the lines of Stuve. And there you go, modified contingent land that cause continuing to gouge out Stuve's troops' lives. Captain there, Gunnery's move train here to the riflemen with light machine. In fact, we got double light machines against the Grenadiers. There you go, casualties quickly piling up there for the Grenadiers out in the open. Down to 2 men, 1 man, need to retreat more for our landing. Oh, we could see a wipe. Ooh, and their raw Grenadiers, they got annihilated. He gets a replacement Ostrom score, but that's not really going to make up for the Grenadiers with the G43, that's for sure. Almost got the anti-tank there, but he's risk loose another Grenadiers got there. He gets it. And looks like the Grenadiers do manage to get away there from Stuve's wrath. Damn close though. Calliope almost good to go again. And there goes Scott trying to silence the MG42. He's still overall enjoying map control. He's also enjoying a sizable victory point lead there over Fortune. Rifling up, they're catching the bench in the 3-pack 40. We got air recon out here for Stuve, maybe looking for some targets for his Calliope to silence forever. But will he utilise this information he's now being provided about Fortune's position to really deliver a crushing blow, or what will he do? Right there, they're getting crushed horribly beneath the trench of the Tiger. Veterans won 16 kills. Rocket fire against here rather than around there. That seems like a weird choice. He's probably trying to wipe some of the abandoned weapons, but it just feels a bit wasteful. They could try to fire around here and probably cut a lot more off Fortune's things. Assault continues. We've got 2 more Ostrom squads out here for Fortune. There's a lot of Ostrom, though on the other hand he's got very little infantry left. Air recon continues here as Fortune is once more boldly trying to break through the centre of Stuve's defences and recapture the village away from him and the 1st Armoured Division. Ostrom gets right from there. We got Pioneers grabbing the point in the centre. We got the MD42 blasting away, and through here, up here, we got troops healing, reinforcing as well. Grabbing the point here, almost got the Pioneers wiped. Right from murdering the Ostrom, cutting them down without mercy. Sorry, they don't speak German, they're just a different kind of crowd. Kill them anyways. Calliope getting ready for another violent barrage against Fortune's position on 9s. Fortune still, I think, being too reliant on the sledgehammer approach and attritional approach again, which is not necessarily very much fault again. I'm surprised again he hasn't tried again to maneuver through the north. Instead, again, he's just aiming the main point of his effort, his Schwerpunkt, straight in the centre of the map, there, which again allows Stuve to much more easily counter it and deliver crushing blows on him, because again it means his forces will be concentrated and thus a much more effective target for the Calliope. And there we go. Straight for the mortar, annihilating it. Almost got the Grenadiers as well. That's right, you can see that Fortune's approach having some issues, but in this case he does manage to break through just through sheer violent force. No real finesse here. We got air support called in, and we got tactical movement here, allowing his Grenadiers to further blitz ahead while the Tiger awaits repairs. Close for 2. Has he tagged up? Of course he hasn't. Come on, Fortune. Do take up. You could go for Panther, Sturmpanzers, Panther 4, Stuves, Ostwinds. Just, you know, make the effort, Fortune. You got a lot of resources. You're just wasting them by not doing anything with them. You could easily be setting up for something that could support the Tiger, you know, help quickly fill up any gaps that might be caused by the destruction of the Tiger. So Fortune definitely needs to, you know, tag up and build up. Captain or Ostrom there was his rifleman, finding it desperate to maintain the control of the centre. We got multiplied landing on the captain. Jackson was up, shoots, and understandably misses. Stuve, by the way, he's got 300 fuel. He could easily go for a lot more tanks or Scots here versus Fortune, and that way try and crash him. I mean, hell, in theory, he could try moving up here and attack into Fortune space and that way destroy it. And Fortune, by the way, has still yet to take up. I mean, we're over half an hour into the game and he's basically just relying on the Tiger. Definitely feels rather risky to me. In particular, if Stuve just decides to go for a lot of Sherman tanks. We've got a bit of flank through in the south. In this case, Tiger, they're causing some frustration. They're very close to 52. 19 kills, mortar flying there, getting several kills on the rifleman. That could force retreat there if they do make it out alive. There, got another Clive barrage out here. This time hitting the machine gun, but there's also close to hitting the rifleman on retreat. Oh dear. Still, small loss there for Fortune, hitting the points here in the east as well. Trying to continue just bleeding out the victory points. Almost got the Ostrom there, but they do get away. Another Jackson for Stuve, another Jackson tank destroyer. Got their Fortune's Tiger moving hit. Jackson shoots. In this case, fails to penetrate. Nobody's getting another one attack. There you go. Wow, shot bounced again. Grenade off of the Pack 40. Almost got it. Mortifier landing down here. Need to fall back with the Jackson a bit to repair it. Another shot fired this time, I think, penetrating, but the Tiger hits eventually too. It gains increased accuracy and increased range, not decreased range. It's first eventually fleet shoots faster because its cooldown gets increased. Mortifier there, almost getting hit then the MD-42, almost but not quite. Second Jackson almost done for Stuve, and the first armoured. As it struggles now with the Fortune, who's got like 6 Ostrom squads out in the field. That is a lot of Ostrom. That is also a theoretically large amount of manpower bleed there against Fortune. No, bet he still hasn't bothered taking out the lazy bastard. Yes, indeed. Looks like someone got a wipe here. Lessons are dealing with the larger Ostrom, push the light machine guns. Spewing out hundreds of bullets at the advancing German infantry, but ultimately can't stop it. Putting enough support here from the double mortars nearby, killing one veteran, feed the other veteran too. And the reactions get annihilated. Bit of a blow there to Stuve. Not a huge one, but still a bit of a blow. Scott dealing with troops up north. You got the double Jacksons engaging. Ostrom rushing forwards. Cap firing waves. Anti-tank is getting a good hit there on the Jackson. You should fire, I think, the Calliope at that Pack 40 silence, in which case I don't think Fortune's got any other anti-tank left. Which would then be quite a boon there for Stuve in dealing with the Tigers. That would mean the Tiger would essentially be isolated from any support. But I think no attempt at silencing the Pack 40 at this point is going to be too late. But there you go, we got more reconnaissance. He might in fact be planning it all of a sudden. In fact, he's pulled it closer to the MD-42, so there's a small chance of getting some extra worth out of it just by having it clear out the machine gun as well. We've got the Pack 40 further repositioning here. Perhaps Fortune worried about infantry, or perhaps he's worried about the Calliope, or perhaps he's just doing it because he can. I mean, a bit hard to say they were Fortune at the moment. Now got another Calliope barrage, in this case firing on the machine gun. Oh, you're right, Brown T actually. Getting some kills around other units. Whoa, got another machine gun team though, utterly crushed. Attempted flanking the Pack 40 though, doesn't end up too well. So while he hasn't dealt with the pack, at least he was able to get out some of Fortune's support weapons. Just shatter them. Crush them. Break them. There you go, Jackson lands another good hit on the Tiger. Unit wipe though for Stuve. Needs to be careful he doesn't suffer too much manpower bleed himself. Replacement rifleman will be needed in this dire state. Rifle moving up there. Does he have any grenades on them? He does, and there we go, got close enough. Oh, he got pinned right before he could. He got pinned right before he could pop it. Oh, he probably could have cleared it up. Then again, with all the mortar fire nearby, he might not be able to answer first fast enough to get out of there. But it could have well been the right choice to ultimately just retreat. Tiger with 31 kills. We got more relief into the Fortune. Scott there sneaking in. Could get them more MG42 there. Nice way of trying to silence the Pack 40, but there you go. Oh, did he move the Jackson straight ahead? Oh, no, that's not a Sherman tank. That's a huge blow there to Stuve. Losing his Jackson like that, just feeding Fortune the experience. Definitely look up. But there we go, we got the Tiger blitzing. Straight ahead, Ludwig, straight ahead. I want to stare him straight into their eyes when I blow up their Panzer. Scott there desperately trying to get away with this at high lock. Oh, he doesn't have ammunition for a Panzer first. There you go, Tiger shoots and misses. Really close there, really close there. Clive falling back there, 22 kills back here. We got nothing further going on. There's still no tech up for Fortune. What are you thinking, man? You could easily be having Panthers at this stage. You could have like 2 Panthers or something. So in that regard, Fortune is definitely not displaying these best hacking this fight. Good hit then the Tiger by the Pack 40. Should be finding here as well. And we got Panzer Grenadier now for Fortune. Took him long enough, and we got another tactical movement. I mean, he's just making use of the Doctrine's abilities. I mean, the only thing he hasn't used so far is the Stuka close air support. Turn and push back here, we got the Tiger rolling about.
A capture point is under attack.
Jackson, Sherman, Calliope, they're moving ahead. We got the Pack 40 there, also the anti-tank and cook recruit. And we got another Pack 40, the Fortune, following up in the wake of the Panzer Grenadiers. But still, not one shred of further takeover there for Fortune. Not one shred. I definitely feel like that could be done a bit better. But there you go, Tiger lands good in the Sherman tank. From a nice safe position, lands another hit, they're taking down to half health. Back here, healing reinforcement going on. Pack 40 halfway down for a Stuve. We got nothing further really going on there at the moment. No additional Shermans, no nothing. Got another Calliope barrage. So there goes the Ostrom and wipes them. In this case, basically using the Calliope like a shotgun. And there you go, almost gets his own men wiped by it. There you go, Tiger versus Jackson. Jackson lands a good hit, almost gets some rifleman on the turn. And there we go, another excellent hit. Tiger halfway to veterancy 3, but it's also really low in health.
A capture point is under attack.
There we go, Scott rolling ahead. Really close to veterancy 3, but he's actually gotten 35 kills on that Scott, and that is certainly quite impressive. Then again, the Scott is sort of good if you handle it correctly, in which case it can do a lot of damage since it is very good at wiping infantry when well handled. We got the Major there dealing with advancing Ostrom, but ultimately the Major is just no position to really stall it. Got a movement here, we got the Scott dealing with Ostrom there. 37 kills, very close to veterancy 3 there, very close. Got the Sherman there with the Ostrom, 50 caliber there, high explosive shells being added as well. We got the Scott firing up, Pack 40's blasting, need to silence that. Pack 40 there, his Calliope is almost good to go there with 27 kills. And down south we got more harassment here as Fortune's Ostrom break forwards. Trying to silence up Pack 40 there with the Scott. Pack 40 close to veterancy 1 there for Stuve and the 1st Armored Division. Another Pack 40 for Fortune again. There's absolutely no consideration of any tech department getting floating a ton of fuel. Almost got the rifle from there. Panzer's under fire there from the Jackson. Scott moves up as well. Quickly annihilating Friedrich. And there we go, in fact it has now veterancy 3.
The enemy
And the Panzer's actually moving close to the Scot. They're almost getting wiped. Oh dear. Oh, wiped here, but the Sherman finishing off with the 50 caliber. Do not underestimate the Scot there. And fortunately, in this case, clearly did and got punished. He got 40 kills in the Scot now. 40 kills. It's a real ace. It's certainly have an impact on Fortune's forces at this stage. Nothing further going on for Fortune in terms of tech.
Reinforcements in. Welcome to the death factory, boys. Stick with me and you might just make it.
Tiger rolling ahead. And we got another set of tactical movement allowing him to keep up with his tank, but of course also just push forwards more aggressively.
The capture point is being overrun.
Can't push back, got the Tiger advancing still. Rather than under 542, we got Austin doing as well there. We got Austin moving up as well. And they go straight for the Scot. They go up close, though, taking losses. 42 kills with the Scot. But there you go, got the main gun there with the Pack 40 and the Panzerfaust finished off there. Quite a loss to him. We got the Calliope firing around here. Catching the MB-42 and the Tiger bit. But I mean, the most impact with that barrage. In fact, the Scot ended up doing a lot more than the Calliope, despite, you know, not really costing the same. In fact, it's cost close to just half of what the Calliope costs. Pack 40 there on the mortifier there. He's actually going for a half track now. Looks like he's going to go for half reinforcement, which is definitely not a bad idea. Could certainly use that now, would make him a bit more resilient towards Stuve. Maybe allow him to be a bit more aggressive, push further forwards. And looks like someone bit the dust retreated very, very quickly. Pack 40 on, there we go, got wiped by German mortar fire. Captain there being blasted by the Tiger, very close to eventually flee. And there you go, half track of Russ's Fortune, but he's still floating a ton of fuel. There's still no sign of him doing anything with it. Though so is Stuve. In fact, both floating a lot of fuel. Come on, gentlemen. Put a bit more effort into it. Relief infantry again. He's certainly willing to let his men bleed in there. Go, got the Lieutenant lost to Ostrom. I would say that was a very favourable trade-off there. Fortune versus Stuve.
Sniffing around our asses. Tactical point being captured.
There you go. Half track at the front. Ready to support and reinforce. And there you go. Tactical movement as well. No troops being used with the half track there, so the transport about there. Going for the southern fuel as well now, suddenly getting more fuel advantage. Though, of course, it doesn't matter at this point if he does, because he's not using it. I mean, hell, neither is Stuve, though neither player is aware of the other state's fuel reserves.
The capture point is being overrun.
And seemingly not much aware of the other fact, again, both of them are floating quite badly. Stone shattered by the Tiger's mighty idiot on the gun for no apparent reason. Rather than the father from the Tiger landing decisive hits there. Shattering the Americans like twigs. And there you go, Calliope barrage here around the support weapons here. Oh dear, wipe the mortar crew. Rather than advance, oh, Captain advancing goes straight past the Ostrom, right into the line of fire of the Tiger. Pretty risky, but the Tiger's going in the hunt. Calliope escaping, only seen to. We got the Jackson covering the flank up. Pack 40 wiped here by the Captain. We got 10 points left of a Fortune. 10 points left. Half track advancing here, but it really needs to be super careful. In fact, you should consider a command of machine gun bunker. We got the Sherman running about here now behind Fortune's lines, having to cause chaos, havoc, and mayhem. And he might actually succeed here. Tiger down to half health. 41 kills. Tiger there taking further critical hits there from Stuve's armor. And, oh, lost the Sherman. Got the Jacks going in there. Virtually too. Should pop the HVAP round stuff. HVAP increases not just penetration, but damage. And he gets the Tiger. Of course, Fortune he's got nothing else to sort of fill the gap with, and can't get in there right away because, again, He didn't take up when he could have. Now it's down to 10 points. His opponent's armor has to be able to bring up more armor. In this case, has lost the Jackson. Still got the Calliope, and Fortune can't. So while he's got most of the map now, at least a large chunk of it, and in many ways a no longer bigger force. I mean, there's very much one huge difference. And again, that he's very much behind. I mean, if Stuve can just grab those victory points for a few moments, he can win this. Of course, this is also the point where a lot of players then begin making a lot of mistakes as they just sort of override any sort of good common sense, because again, all they see is the attempt at making a quick victory. Pack 40 up here with the Calliope, eventually too, and he gets the second Pack 40. He wipes both of Fortune's anti-tank guns. The Fortune just continues to throw out Ostrom. He's back to, briefly back to 6, but now up to 5. And we can see here that Stuve is quick to capture them, to deny them to Fortune, of course, secure himself as any tiger for Fortune, which is only soon to hit. Almost got the center point in there, almost wiped the Ostrom. Of course, there's also the Far Eastern one could try and secure, but you got Esmond's going down here to try and make harassment harder. Good work there for Fortune. Gute Arbeit, Leute. Bit of quiet here. No mortar fire from Fortune. Got 3 anti-tank guns for Stuve, though he still needs anti-infantry. And there you go. Fortune calls up the second Tiger. Still flood a lot of fuel, of course. At least he's flooding less fuel now than Stuve. Got the Calliope moving up there for another hell barrage, but looks like we got smoke screens finally down. I mean, only took him 50 minutes despite having 3 mortars, and he finally begins laying down smoke screens. Imagine if he'd done that sooner. How different this match could look. Well, also that, tacking up. Bit disappointed in Fortune there, bit disappointed. Target engaging the captain. 100 points left there for Stuve. Sweeping in here through the western side of the village to hit the victory point that way. And there you go, Calliope barrage, probably deal with any machine guns. And there you go, fires here. Trying to answer the mortar, got some of them crew members. But the wreckage of the tank does provide some cover there for the mortar crew, saving it for the Calliope rockets. Quite close there though, quite close. Target there dealing with the captain there, operating on the flanks, but there you go. Shatters numerous members, including the captain and the fence. Stuve with another tank destroyer to deal here with Fortune. 19 points left, 89 points left versus Fortune's 10. This is going to get close. This is going to get really close. Machine gun, they're getting bluffed. There you go, we got triple anti-tank on top of the Tiger, taking it down to half health. Oof, that could have gone really ugly there for Fortune. Second, Jackson almost done there for Stuve, but he's really low on victory points. He's hitting the eastern one. Oh dear, with a major. Fortune forced Russia Tiger in there. If we just lay the smoke screen there, we could probably grab the center one. That's well away from Fortune. But there you go, got that one neutral, got it neutral. There you go, we got Ostrom supporting, we got tactical movement. He's moving towards the center as well here. The 5th machine gun there getting wiped and handed over to Fortune. Stuve clearly getting a bit desperate, but clearly not desperate enough to, try and make at least a slightly cohesive effort towards it. Gertili called down here, trying to stop the Ostrom from grabbing the point. Sadly, it hits the wrong side of the point, and Fortune just moves to the other one. Calliope there, good to go again. 40 kills. Anti-tank guns being pursued there by infantry, including Ostrom there with the brown lap machine gun. Another Calliope badge. We got another half check for Fortune. Actually managed to miss. He lost that one. S-Man's going off there. 72 points left. Overall, Stuve's sounds looking pretty minimal. Got the Jackson hitting hits from anti-tank guns. And there we go, engine out. It's pretty much game over for that one. Almost got the center victory point. The promise won't matter. It won't matter. Another part of tactical movement as he rushes in.
We lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out.
Half-Tech also rushing in there. Will it matter at this stage? I think not. We got Mortifier, we got the Tiger joining in as well. We got 61 points left of the Stuve. 61. We got right from there dealing with some flanking Ostruben. 50 cover doing what it can here to contain the Kraut advance. But will it be enough? Will it be enough? There you go, game over, GG. A brutal war of attrition here on Samoski between Stuve and Fortune. I think Fortune A flanked a bit more and actually take out. I think would have been a much better position. I mean, he really ran it close here because, again, he just went for the Tiger and never, ever checked up to bring up more support for the Tiger, allowing to be more aggressive. So, I mean, in that regard, Fortune could easily have done a lot better. Again, more pressure here and again. More tech up. As for Stuve, there were some good moves, but again, ultimately ran into some issues. He just also sort of got caught up in the war of attrition, not enough flanking, not even trying to attack his opponent's base. Could have brought up more Shermans, and certainly a half-tech could also benefited Stuve quite nicely versus Fortunes. In that regard, I mean, he sort of come in a bit of the same issues there as Fortune. The only difference was it sort of worked out better for Fortune in the longer run. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, one, subscribe, tell your friends, shared it with everyone. If not, send in a replay and provide some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Deng saying cheers. Thank you all for watching. Hope you'll tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye.